The following episode contains scenes that some viewers may find disturbing and/or may not be suitable for younger audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of American History Mysteries. I'm your host, Heidi Wagner, and I cannot wait to dive into today's mystery with you all. In this episode, we'll be learning about the Lindbergh baby kidnapping.
In 1927, Charles Lindbergh became a national celebrity after completing the first non-stop flight across the Atlantic from New York to Paris. Shortly after, Charles married heiress Anne Marlowe in 1929. In June 1930, the happy couple had a beautiful baby boy, Charles Lindbergh Jr. The Lindberghs were harassed by the press so much they decided to build an estate in Hopewell, New Jersey for privacy. All was well until the night of March 1st, 1932. At 8 p.m. that night, Anne and the nursemaid Betty Gow put Chaz Jr. to bed. 2 hours later, Betty went to check on Chaz Jr. in his crib, and the child was gone. Betty, in a panic, ran to the Lindberghs. The Lindberghs searched all over the estate, and the only thing that was found was an envelope with a handwritten note inside. The note demanded $50,000 in exchange for Chaz Jr. Lindbergh immediately notified the New Jersey State Police to start an investigation. The police found money footprints and a broken ladder underneath Chaz Jr.'s second-floor nursery window. But there was no blood or fingerprints found at the scene. When the FBI finally got involved, Lindbergh wanted to give the ransom money in return for his son. A go-between, Dr. John Condon, was tasked to drop off $50,000 at Raymond Cemetery. The FBI wrote down the bill numbers, so if the kidnapper used the gold certificate bills, they would be tracked and caught. On April 2nd, 1932, the go-between met a man called Cemetery John and gave the money over to him in exchange for a note. The note explained Chaz Jr. was on the coast of New England on a boat called the Nellie. When the police got to New England, there was no trace of the boat or Chaz Jr. 72 days after the kidnapping, Chaz Jr.'s body was found by a truck driver in the woods 4 miles from the Lindbergh estate. The autopsy was performed, and it was found out that Chaz Jr. died the night of the kidnapping. 2.5 years later, in September 1934, a man paid $1 worth of gas with a $10 gold certificate. The gas attendant thought it was strange and wrote down the license plate number of the car and contacted the authorities. Police found out this man was German immigrant Bruno Richard Hauptmann. In Hauptmann's garage, police found a gas can with $14,000 of gold certificates. After a month of the trial, it took the jury 11 hours to deliberate, but they found Hauptmann guilty of kidnapping and murder in the first degree. Then Hauptmann was sentenced to death by the electric chair.
You heard about the history, now let's get into the mystery. Hauptmann went to the very end, claiming that he was innocent. This made people who have analyzed the case question Hauptmann was the kidnapper and murderer of Chaz Jr. Let's dive into more suspect theories.
Anne and Charles claimed they were awake at the time of the kidnapping. The dog did not bark, and Chaz Jr. did not cry. Even Chaz Jr.'s blankets were folded neatly on a shelf nearby.
This led investigators to believe someone at the estate was the kidnapper. Betty Gow, the nursemaid, was suspected because she was the one who discovered Chaz Jr. was missing.
Betty claimed she was supposed to have off and spend the week with her boyfriend Henry Red Johnson, Miss Lindbergh called her to come to the estate because Chaz Jr. had a cold. The theory goes Betty called her boyfriend Henry to give him the okay to kidnap Chaz Jr. The only piece of evidence this theory has is Henry had an empty bottle of milk in his car.
That was a very interesting theory. Now we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll learn more theories on the Lindenberg baby kidnapping.
What does it mean to be a war hawk?
It means allowing myself to dream big and think outside the box.
Pushing the limits of what I think is possible.
Seeing ideas through from start to finish.
Collaborating with professors and peers.
And seizing opportunities in the community to put my knowledge to use.
I'm studying abroad,
learning another language,
and listening to the stories of others.
I'm making lifelong friends and fearlessly sharing my gifts with the world.
As a war hawk, I stay balanced,
Take great care of myself.
and get out of my comfort zone.
I refuse to let the past determine my future.
And I'm taking confident steps in the directions of my dreams.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
And other times it couldn't be more exciting.
But I will keep my goals in mind
and never quit.
Because
That's the Warhawk way.
Video One Media Services provides accomplished students the opportunity to enhance their college experience by working with real-world clients. In addition, we provide clients local and affordable video options to better enhance their media needs. For more information on how Video One Media Services can help you with your next media project, email or call our office at 262-472-5659.
Welcome to Jitters Coffee House. Located on the first floor of the Wells Towers, Jitters is a student-run coffee lounge and offers a variety of coffee and ice cream-based drinks and is home to many entertaining programs, including live music, gamer trivia nights, and other performances. Coordinate your activity by emailing jitters@uww.edu. Jitters is completely run by volunteers who can earn service hours and even receive a free drink during their shift. Stop in tonight at Jitters Coffee House, where fun events and community come together.
The Department of Communication offers students the opportunity to explore the world through the faculty-led travel study program. The course consists of both in-class lecture and a 3-week travel component at the end of the semester.
You have a life that is insanely busy. You don't have to give up so much time to do a 3-week travel study, and you can compact a lot in 3 weeks.
The course is worth 3 credits and is open to all majors. The program features group travel with peers and faculty.
I think the benefit of traveling in a group like the travel study is there's always somebody there to experience new things with you, and you always have new friends to gain.
Travel Study offers a variety of travel destinations, including a trip to Ireland every other year. Develop new relationships, participate in enriching cultures, and experience personal growth while abroad.
With the Travel Study, it was so great being able to go to places and really experience the value that they can give to our own culture and just to me as a person.
For more information, please visit
Welcome back! The next theory emerged in 2020 when Liz Perlman wrote her book, The Lindenberg Kidnapping Suspect Number 1, The Man Who Got Away. In her book, she claims Charles Lindbergh killed his own son. Let's dive into this theory.
Lindbergh is known for being a Nazi Germany sympathizer and white supremacist in the years leading up to World War II. Along with that, Lindbergh believed in eugenics, the philosophy of race improvement through genetic manipulation. Chaz Jr. had a large head and deformed toes on his right foot. These are symptoms of rickets. Perlman claims Lindbergh lent his boy to French scientist Alexis Carrel to carry out scientific experiments on his organs. Then Chaz Jr. died on the operating table. Then Lindbergh fabricated the kidnapping tale to not be investigated himself.
This new theory has been dismissed because it's unthinkable that Lindbergh would do this to his son, and it is all circumstantial evidence. But Lindbergh, shortly after the autopsy, did cremate Chaz Jr. Was it to cover up evidence? Now, let's switch gears to the last theory. In 2003, a discovery was made that many still believe Hauptmann was involved in the kidnapping, but he had some help.
A New Jersey State Police archivist was digging in the archives and found a startling discovery. They found a board with a written German confession on it. It said, "I was one of the kidnappers of Lindbergh's baby, not Bruno Richard Hauptmann." The board was found by a man who found it at the bottom of his table and turned it over to the police in 1948.
In 2012, Robert Zorn, in his book, claimed his father Eugene could prove this theory.
Eugene lived next to John Knoll in the South Bronx. One day, he saw Knoll, Hauptmann, and another man talking in hushed tones in German around the time of the kidnapping.
Did Betty, Lindbergh, or Hauptmann and others kidnap Chaz Jr.? The crime of the century still remains a mystery. I just wanted to give out a huge thank you to everyone who has watched and supported me in making this season of American History Mysteries. On to the next chapter I go.